I got the power. I'm having so much money, need a money count. I just served a nigga $quarter if he ain't by the bed and it don't really matter.
Where we been?
Whoa. I got the pack like Green Bay.
Alright,
I got the
next segment, man. Hot topics in hip hop.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into it. Shit. So, all right, let's just address the elephant in the room, bro. Do you feel like the ladies have taken over hip hop?
I hate to say it, I would say, yeah. I think that the music they're putting out currently is, I don't know if it's camaraderie, because it was a time when female hip hop, there was no camaraderie. It was me against you, against you, against you, but like two. But
right.
Whereas now it seems like they're working together. It seems as though there's more of them. But I think there's always been more. There's been a lot of female artists. I just think that as far as gaining notoriety, there's a bigger pool instead of just one or two.
They got a wave right now, man. I mean, unless you just been under a rock, you can't ignore that there's been a wave of female artists having some, at least what looks like they having major success, getting big brand deals and whatnot. You know, like Megan Thee Stallion, she on brand. You know, Lotto been going crazy.
Yeah,
Sexy Red, who music I don't particularly
I'll let y'all have it.
enjoy. I mean,
it's
hard to ignore that she didn't have a fire 2023, bro. Like she really went crazy with her lane of music, and that seemed to, you know, be successful for her. So I definitely agree.
What do you think is the cause of it, though?
The cause of her, or the cause of the
females,
the female rapper renaissance?
Right, just as a whole.
I mean, I don't know what's the cause. I guess it's a lot of women out there that feel like that music is relatable or entertaining.
Okay.
Some people might feel like it's relatable to them. Some people just might feel like it's entertaining to hear a girl say just outlandish. Because, you know, most of it is shock value. Like,
it's
you heard what she said?
Busted wide open music.
Yeah, right. Hey, man.
Busted wide open.
Everybody got a different type of art and display their art differently, but yeah, I mean, it's a lot. I would like to see different variations get more shine because it do seem just like on the male side.
Yeah.
It's a lot of focus on the same perspective.
Yeah.
It's all coming from the same type of perspective. So let's hear the women that ain't scammers are trying to get the nigga with the big bag. And, you know, this pussy so good. I ain't mad at them, but I want to hear the other ones too.
Well, there's one, Rhapsody, she's probably the only one, in my opinion, that is not really sexualized.
Yeah.
Which I'm not, like I said, we're not knocking those who are sexualized. That just seems like that's the majority of music.
It is, I mean,
and it ain't gonna hurt to have some variety. We don't all, you know,
like
some people like Cool Ranch, some people want spicy nacho.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I think it was Joe Budden say it's a formula. You know, it seems that they get the cute girl, they get her body done. You know, they give her the hot song. And, you know, they hope that she become Cardi B. But everybody don't. Speaking of, she just put out a new song recently. Have you heard it?
What's the name of it?
It's called Like What. They put freestyle on it, but I mean, it's a whole song.
Right.
So I think,
no, I haven't heard it.
Yeah,
but I do remember, not to cut you off, but I do remember Offset saying something about put your album out.
Yeah, that's a narrative. It's saying, well, she said herself in one of her videos or something, it's like, this year she ain't gonna let anxiety or haters keep her from. Yeah. Because it's been like 5 years since her last project. And that was super successful, but it's like, damn. She was killing features in between time. And we ain't gonna act like she ain't.
She dropped singles like Up and the Stuck, and she did she do a couple songs with Offset that kind of went a little bit?
She jumped on the Glorilla songs, and like she really been, like you would say, the camaraderie. Because Nicki Minaj, she ain't with no camaraderie.
She just started kind of working with people.
Yeah. But shit, to put a bow on the female rappers, you know, it's a lot of them. We mentioned Sexy Red, Ice Spice. Ice Spice been lit.
Yeah, you know, she ain't my cup of tea.
Lotto, you got Coi Leray.
I do like Coi Leray. I feel like she can actually rap.
Coi Leray, dope.
You heard that song she got with Busta Rhymes where they kind of reenact?
Yeah,
that joint tough right there. I can't think the name of it, but I like that song.
So Glorilla got a new song she just came out with too.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
I like that one. It's kind of tough, dog.
Yeah, Glow.
I like the little trap.
Yeah, Glow.
That one kind of tough right there.
That puts you in the mind of that old school 3 6 Mafia little chat. That used to be saying when she hit the Glow. I'm just like, damn, that's genius.
But that one tough right now.
And the way she, Glorilla be sliding.
Yeah, I ain't know she ain't rapping about just, like you said, not selling her body, but just her body and, like, it's actually a pretty dope song.
No, she got some lines that I feel comfortable singing along to.
I
can't say that about every woman rapper, you know, but shout out to the lady rappers, man.
Absolutely.
They going crazy. What else we got, man? All right, but which female rapper you think gonna have the biggest 2024 then?
Hmm.
Out of all the ones we just named.
Okay. If Cardi drops, and I don't expect her to drop Illmatic or The Blueprint.
Right.
That's not even her lane.
Mm.
But if it's comparable to her debut album, but just for this year, I think that this would be her year.
Yep.
But I think and not to go back to it, but to go back, I think part of her hesitation might be she don't have a Bodak Yellow. That Bodak Yellow went.
Yeah.
You know, versus these singles come out, you enjoy it for a couple months, and then it's on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe that's her hesitation. She don't really have that booming single.
Yeah.
But if she don't drop, who else is really? I think that Glorilla's going a little bit. I'm trying to think.
Glorilla definitely got the song that can put her in potential to have the moment. I don't know if Sexy Red gonna have the same year she had.
I don't think she can follow that up.
Lotto, I don't know. It's been a while since she really had a big song too.
Yeah, as far as that really circulated.
Yeah.
You right with Doja Cat?
Yeah and no.
Okay, why? Yeah, why?
I think she talented musically. I ain't gonna argue that, but she weird as hell, bro. And sometimes that shit just like, damn, bro. Like,
have you ever seen her music videos? Like any of them?
Yeah,
I think
I used to like them a lot better than I like them these days. Before all the weirdness came in, She, I think she's talented, but yeah, some people just the weirdness. That was another question I had. What do you think? Hip hop, well, I ain't gonna say hip hop. The internet audience of hip hop's fascination is with just the rappers that go super left with the weirdness. Like,
I think it's a gimmick for a minute. I think part of that is why almost like Lil Nas X kind of been going down. The gimmicks have kind of gotten old.
Yeah.
And so I think gimmicks get you temporary attention.
Yeah.
But if you really, some people just want to drop one hot song, get a quick bag, and fade off into the darkness because you're going to get at least some type of residuals for the rest of your life. But I think those gimmicks are temporary attention. And I think those who will really impact the culture, trap culture. I think those who really are going to impact the culture,
impact the colors.
No, those who will impact the culture, I think those individuals don't do gimmicks. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with having a song that's kind of catchy or doing something that's a little outside the box. But all the way left just to get people to look at you, I think the talent still has to be there, regardless.
I agree with that. I wanted to get back to being about the music instead of just let me just do something so weird that the internet blogs and stuff is gonna just draw attention to this weirdness and maybe people will listen to the music. Like I wanted just to get back to being about the music. Like honestly, I don't care who you are in real life because people like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is super talented as a rapper.
Yeah.
But dude is weird. Like, I don't know if he wasn't a rapper, he was just Lil Wayne from down the street. I'd probably be like, that nigga Wayne from up the street weird, bro. Like,
he shared out or something.
Hey, this nigga be trying to ride his skateboard and just tripping all day. Like, nah. Shout out to Lil Wayne, but I don't know. I just done noticed the infatuation. It seemed like it was, I don't know. It was hard to say it was like a certain thing because it's been like the whole SoundCloud wave since whenever that started. That's been all the weird old quote unquote has been the one shining.
Do you think any of those gimmicks have lasted?
I mean, I guess it just depends on who you ask because I mean, Lil Uzi, I didn't think he would still be the hot name that he is today.
Is he? I ain't really heard nothing from him.
I mean, it's been a while since he dropped the album, but like Nicki Minaj dropped an album and she have a Uzi feature, and that's what's gonna make that's gonna help. I ain't gonna say that's what's gonna make because she got her own audience, but
that pulls his fans
that he got the internet fans in there, she know I get a song with Uzi, it's gonna it just depends on who you ask. If you ask them niggas, he super lit. If you ask me, I'm like you. I couldn't tell you the last song that I heard of his that cracked the you know what I'm saying mainstream.
Last song I heard from Uzi, and granted, I'm not checking for Uzi either, but the one that was really circulating was the one about, was it Dead?
Push Me to the Edge.
Yeah,
that's been a minute ago.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So,
but no, he had, I Just Want to Rock.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard that song before. I don't like it, but I know what you're talking about.
It ain't my favorite, but it did go crazy though. They was playing that at sports events and all. Like, when you get one of them,
you in there.
Like the whoever dude is that made I got calling. You ain't never heard that shit? Bro, they play that shit at every damn football, basketball game, whatever. Like, It's just one of them that the crowd like the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like Black and Yellow when that first came out?
Yeah.
Okay, that's that.
Like the crowd just like to do it along with when that shit come on. And I'm like, bro, this nigga ain't never got to have another song.
Yeah,
we ain't never got to hear this
residuals.
nigga. Like the nigga that made We Ready.
Oh yeah.
He ain't never got to have another
Archie?
song. Yeah, I think he passed.
Did he pass?
Archie, man. I think I heard he passed.
Oh, they ain't know that.
But yeah, that song.
That
he ain't never have to have another song. That song, people gonna sing that in the locker room forever, bro. We ready for y'all.
Yeah,
you feel me?
That bitch hard though.
All right, man. So, what was your favorite era of time in hip hop or in rap? You know what I mean?
Probably the 90s as it went into the 2000s. Not to be cliche, but I think that is the golden era of hip hop. I would say
what they call it.
I would say that because I think there was more separation of the sound in music.
Mm-hmm.
Like in reference to our different album covers behind us, not to be cliche, but
take a look.
No, I mean you think about it. We had, granted, Pac passed in the mid-90s, but if you look at for the most part, the ones that came out in the 90s or the early 2000s, none of these albums really sound similar.
Right.
If you think about it. Like, let me
see.
That's a fact. Yeah. Like, the Blueprint don't sound, I mean, I know they didn't come out the exact same year. I'm just saying, in the early 2000s. The Blueprint don't sound nothing like Thug Motivation 101.
Now, it might be some beats on T.I. that sound like G.
Right. That's, but
nah,
they don't sound alike.
Nah.
Or, well, Lawrence Hill's a little bit older.
You can really say that for the rest of these, though. Yeah. None of these albums will sound alike.
Yeah, whereas now it's hard, at least for me, to distinguish, this is, like you said, that one Uzi. So I ain't know that's Uzi. It just sound like everybody else kind of sound like. Not to be funny.
Nah.
And so I think that there was a true separation of this is this person's style, this is that person's style. Whereas now it's all kind of merging into one, all of it sounds the same, even though I'm sure it doesn't if you really listen to it.
Nah, I'm with you on that, man. Definitely, I agree that that's the golden era, which I was raised during that era.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I agree that that's the golden era. Rap had a lot of different variations and sectors, and you had Tribe Called Culture. You had Outkast. You had you had Arrested Development type groups. De La Soul. You just had so many different them type of different. That was my favorite. I mean, just the different variations. Then I like the trap era, which is
that's one of my favorite movements.
Jeezy, with your Gucci Mane. I was a big Gucci Mane fan. Didn't like him at first, and then
you didn't like him at first.
I'm a super Gucci Mane fan.
I'm cool on him, but there's one. What's the one? Is it? I like. This is one of his. It was later on, but I like Lemonade.
Yeah.
And then I like that song. The album, is that the same album that has White Boy Wasted on it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's I'll fuck with that one.
That was State versus Rachel James.
There you go.
I love that one.
See what I'm saying?
Shout out to Gucci Mane. Yeah, man, I would have to say that. I wouldn't really 80s hip hop. I go and revisit it sometimes just because I'm a student of the game. I can't say that I would put that over 90s going into 2000s and then the whole early to mid 2000s. Now, when we started getting into 2010s, that's when things started to shift to where we are today.
Thank Kanye West and Lil Wayne.
Yeah, they was very influential in there for sure. Definitely. All right, so do you feel like here we are today, where ain't no more CDs and physical copies of things going out to me? I mean, some people still doing it for that.
Yeah, I'm about to start collecting records.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. I want to start doing that too, and get a record player to play them on.
Exactly.
Some niggas just do that shit for decoration and shit.
No, I'm gonna play mine.
I ain't mad at that either, but I want to get something to actually play. Because there's just something about that. But do you feel like this streaming era that we in now has helped or hurt independent artists more?
Because I used to be long time ago an artist, and I did hand-to-hand combat. Hand-to-hand combat. I think maybe because I actually experienced that, whereas a lot of these artists, especially now, have not. I think it was something about actually selling somebody yours, not even the money, just selling somebody your CD. And I had people drive by, and not the whole city, but just I would hand it to them, and they actually played the music, and it felt good to I felt good to know they were at least gave it one play.
Yeah.
Whereas now, when it's streaming, granted, you've earned money, you've made money from streaming. I have never experienced that, but
a fraction of a fraction.
Hey, I'm just saying, but you don't even get to see them experience the album.
Yeah.
Just imagine you sell somebody your CD and you see them drive off and you hear the music playing. And they ain't throw it out the window or none of that shit. And then, like, I had people come, not a bunch of people, I had some people come back like, oh, it's pretty good. Like, we fuck with it.
Yeah.
It's different things like that. And I went, like, I used to go to Kinko's and I would design my covers on this little bullshit software a long time ago. And then I would go to Kinko's FedEx on Hayward Road and actually get the case printed out front and back with the jewel case, all of that. Like, it's something about touching your music and holding it in your hand and looking at it. Right. Versus you create it digitally, obviously, you get to post it, but I don't know, it's just something to that nostalgia. It is nostalgia, but something to having it in your hand and being like, hey man, will you buy my CD? Yeah. Versus, hey, play my music for free on whatever platform. My bad, I didn't mean to be so long with it, but
I like that. I like that response though. I agree with.
Have you ever had a hard copy of yours?
Yeah, I mean, I come from the hard copy eras, and you know, I definitely hand in hand at the flea market so well.
Hey,
like, I come from that. And you know, it was something about, you know, it was a different feeling from this streaming age, but at the same time, the streaming age did provide a wider platform. Like, I'm able to get my music in places that I can't physically reach.
Yeah.
Like a lot of artists in it, you know, other states, other countries.
Yeah.
Some people have been able to reach other countries. Yeah. So, I mean, and I say for some people that just, okay, I might have a handful of people out here that'll buy my physical album, but it's more people that'll just tap in out of curiosity to see. I can see both sides, but as far as the money wise, and me being an artist and seeing, you know, I would much rather, if you really, if you watching and you support an artist, man, buy that shit, bro. Buy that album, whether it's a mainstream artist you support or somebody you know, especially if it's somebody you know. These days, they still got iTunes, they still got Amazon. You can purchase an album, you know what I'm saying, and like save the files to your hard drive, to your computer or whatever.
So that's only the real difference is you own it, so to speak, like on your phone or whatever.
Instead of just having to go to this streaming site, because that could crash or go down, or you could just decide you don't want to pay for this shit any day.
Okay, you still got that.
But I still got this because I purchased it, just like, you know, how I used to purchase albums back in the day on iTunes. That shit is saved on my shit. So there's still that option, but that ain't cool no more.
Unless it's a record, a vinyl record, It ain't that
now
cool.
It's coming out. The vinyl record was good. They all the way back to damn, what, 50, 40, 50, 60s?
Probably longer than that.
Probably longer than that. And them shit's coming back just off the people like, yeah, that's dope. And I would, like I said, I want to do that shit at least once. Get my shit on some vinyl shit.
Yeah.
Have that shit looking fly, super ass, fly looking sleeve like they style back in the day.
That bitch be tough,
Put that bitch on, put the needle on it, and
just vibe.
Have me a motherfucking glass like this here. It feel like a real true player with that bitch on you carry with. Nah, man. I appreciate what the platform and streaming services has provided to people as far as reaching other fans in other areas, the playlists and shit that you can add to. But I would prefer, if possible, if we could go back to convincing people to rock with you so much. So I really want to support them and get them. It ain't nothing like $9.99. That's all I charge for my album.
Yeah, that's McDonald's. That's a Big Mac combo,
bro. Come on now. $9.99. That really that $9.99 goes straight to that person. They got their business together, and that's way easier than somebody having to listen to this shit a million times for them to get
right. Because that's the thing too. How you get them to listen to it more and more?
They robbing artists blind, and they making it. They putting more restraints on it to to make it super hard for the little guy to try to make some money in the streaming world. So really, I'm slowly becoming anti-streaming, even though it has opened doors for me. I'm just like, damn, I don't like to see my artists working hard. We spend a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of resources putting these projects together. For them to give us fractions of pennies, bro, every time someone plays it, like, come on, man.
Like, I think, I'll put this with you. I think it is helping independent art. I'm not saying it's not, or that it is hurting independent artists, but I think there is a difference between somebody seeing you. I think it made it more personal too.
It did.
When you see a person they facing, because you could, not to be funny, when people would sell me CDs, I would look at them, and if I don't believe it, I'm gonna still buy it, but I ain't gonna listen to it. You can get my $10 or $5.
Presentation is everything.
Versus,
got to know that.
You know, sometimes you could.
I know niggas done approached you with the no cover, no nothing, just blank CD,
butt naked CD,
such and such entertainment. In conjunction with,
I'm like, bruh, especially because I actually went and printed out mine, like and literally individually. Bro, one night I sold them out. Me and my homeboy, I used to rap with Rod. We was making our albums or whatever, and I was selling them out the drive-through. So you'll come through, you get your big man. Hey, bro.
Hey.
I got this new album, you know.
Hey,
they about $300 in one night. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at that, bro. Well, shit, hey. Okay, so is the rap media community becoming as crowded as the rap artist community? You know, it's a rapper everywhere. Every day it's another rapper. And it kind of just seemed like from the outside looking in, because I'm not, you know, in media. And media could go...
Now you in there, technically.
Technically.
Yeah, we reporting.
Media could go a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You could be like, what we doing right now is technically media. Or, you know, just somebody that, like, is a photographer, videographer that shows up and just captures moments. Those technically are media, too, even if they're not giving no critique, interviewing, none of that. So I guess media is a wide umbrella. Yeah. But do you feel like it's like a lot of... It's a new... such and such, you know,
media side,
photographer / videographer in the rap community every day. Like, is it?
Yeah, because I mean, especially with technology being a lot cheaper. Yeah, I think it granted more people more access to be a part of the media. Right. I think it's almost like when you wanted to be an artist before you could build your own studio in your house. So you could literally take a MacBook, get your mic, and technically you can record on your phone. Yeah. It ain't gonna be mastered and all that shit. But yeah, I think that the decline of the cost of technology has helped and hindered that. And I think we're in here giving our opinion, so I think it's almost the same vein. Some people are like, oh, well, this is missing or that is missing, but at the same time, I think everybody is entitled to their opinion, but I don't think every opinion needs to be heard.
I can say as an artist that show up to these events where it's always a million artists, where it's anywhere that some artist is performing, it's a million artists in there. But now I'm starting to see where it used to be one or two people that show up with their camera to be the photographer at the event. Now it's 20 of them. Bro.
Do you like that feeling? I feel like that's
as an artist, I feel like that's dope.
Okay.
I mean, that's 20 different platforms that is gonna capture a segment of this that you know you never know who might see.
But is it
I ain't mad at it, and I feel like the artist community has been flooded for so long. I'm glad people started to realize, hey, it's a million rappers, but maybe I can pick up this camera, or you know, maybe I can be a publicist, or maybe I can be, you know, a producer and help them put these songs together, but not have to worry about
all the front shit.
You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's a lot of different hats you can wear in the music world. A lot of people just like, I just want to be involved in the music world. Even I can't rap, I can't sing.
Right, but they love music.
Be involved. Yeah, and that's dope to just see. I mean, now it ain't just rap or pick up a camera, but you know what I mean. It is dope to see people exploring other things than just. I'm a rapper, or I can't rap, so I can't be involved. Nah. Figure out what you're good at and get in the mix. And once you start, come out to these functions in your local area, wherever you can get to, and let it be known, hey, I'm doing this. You know, your shit might not be that dope when you first start out, but you got to start somewhere. Yeah. And you know what I mean? But I do, just from the outside looking in, I ain't going to say it's getting crowded, but I have seen it grow. Showing up to these events as artists, and it ain't a lot of media there till all of a sudden, damn, there's a lot of media in the city now. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is selling a lot of cameras these days.
Nigga, what?
You know, fucking SD cards and shit.
I got about
going crazy.
Dead ass. I got 4 SD cards.
Shout out to all the rap media, man. All right, so while we were talking, this related to media, right? We doing the podcast right now.
Yes, sir.
Podcast been a thing for a while now. I don't know when they first started being prominent.
If I'm not mistaken, I think 2010.
2010-ish, okay.
Yeah.
And it was just audio at first, and niggas was we need to start putting the visual with it. And
one of the very first is Joe. He's not the first, but one of the very first is Joe Rogan.
So Joe Rogan.
He is the most popular / subscribed to podcaster in the world.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Can't nobody argue with that.
Yes, sir. What's your question?
Numbers don't lie. But, okay, so podcasts, in a sense, made radio not as cool or as important. And now they kind of saying that these streamers like your Kai Cenat, your Aiden Ross, that's 2 of the names that I see a lot, but it's a lot of them. Okay. Some of them just play video games. Some of them
play the music in the background.
Some of them critique music when albums drop. Some of them You know, they do various things on their live stream, but it's just live reactions to things. And I've heard a conversation or a narrative going around where it's like podcasts are starting to lose their cool, and people are, the consumer or the viewers are appreciating this live in the moment reaction to stuff rather than full blown productions like what we're doing right now. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
I don't think the podcast movement is losing its. I understand your question. I'm trying to figure out how to respond to it.
Take your time.
Oh, but it's not that podcasting or this type of media content creation is losing its fervor, or whatever word you want to use for it, or its traction. I think the problem is there's a lot of, no offense to anybody, but if you're offended, then I guess I'm talking to you. If you have lower quality produced podcasts, I think that's what's hurting it. Is that, yes, obviously we all have phones. We can pull our phone out and pretty much you could damn near shoot a music video on it. I have shot a music video with an iPhone. But if you have the capability to do more, I'm not saying you got the ball out, but if you can do more, I think that's the problem. Is the quality, is the amount of bad quality is oversaturated versus the good quality. But a lot of people don't know how to do all this stuff. And so I can't really knock it because not everybody knows how to set up your lighting or how to do, you ain't got to get this camera, how to do, shoot it on an iPhone. I still shoot content on an iPhone as well. But if you know how to use it, then you get more out of what you have.
Give them that game. See, and that's why my boy got the series, How to Start a Podcast. It's How to Start a Podcast,
Absolutely.
right?
How to Start a Podcast.
Go watch that, man. Go watch that on the YouTube channel so you can learn about the lighting and all that shit, so your shit ain't out here looking rinky-dink.
But I think that's the problem, is that there's a lot of bad, and not saying the conversations are bad. Some of them are bad. But I think the quality of the production is bad. And
There's
again,
a lot of, you know what I'm saying, niggas out there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Well, they need you need a counter at the bottom for how many times these niggas say, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas need to stop doing podcasts, bro.
Yes.
But
what do you think?
I like your thoughts on that. I appreciate your thoughts on that as somebody that's been in this world. You know, I'm just jumping in. It's my first episode.
Welcome.
It's my first episode. But you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what this is. But okay, so as far as the live streams, I've just really kind of discovered what that is recently.
That's Twitch, right?
Yeah, Twitch is one of them. Or some people just go live on YouTube channel.
Okay,
like
we can actually go live
like Shannon Sharp.
Yeah,
you know, they do
I
the
love
live nightcap every night. Yeah, I watch that shit all the time. Shout out to Unc and Ocho.
Hey, they killed the coach.
But yeah, for sure. Unc going crazy.
Yeah.
But I get it. I understand why people enjoy that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like podcasts are losing their cool to me. I still enjoy watching the full podcast or seeing the little broken up clips. You know that's popular.
Yeah.
Everybody like to chop that bitch up.
If I had more free time, I would.
Yeah. People that got the staff to do that type of shit. You feel me? I'm gonna help you chop up some clips, my boy.
Yeah.
But nah, man, I feel like it's room for both. It's room for both. I don't feel like one gonna outshine the other. I really, that live streaming shit is new, so I don't know how long that's gonna sustain. Like you say, podcasts have been around since 2010-ish, 2024. Yeah. And it's just done grown to full-blown productions and shit. Like Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay is like, that's the biggest talk show in the world right now.
And it's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's, hey.
Oh, the other thing I want to add to it. Also, I think because the concept of scheduled TV time, or like, you know, growing up, you could only watch Martin at this certain time. And with the live streaming, which this is not a knock, obviously, some people are obviously making a big, doing well with it. But I think that whole scheduled programming, when you sit down, I've got to watch my favorite streamer, blah, 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 at this time, I don't think that's a bad thing, but I think there's lanes for both.
You're counting on people to be
they got what if I gotta go to work on that day you go live? Like, I don't watch Unc and Ocho live. I had to listen to it on the app. I ain't standing on the goddamn 12, 1 o'clock in the morning.
I catch it sometime every once in a while.
I catch the beginning. So I think there's lanes for both. Those who want to listen or watch when it's happening in real time versus those who, like I said, I'm gonna listen to it in the morning on the way to work. So
hey, shout out to the live streamers.
Yeah.
Hey, play some Cartier Camo on your live stream this time. Ain't no
Supreme.
time, bro. Influential. Hey, Tribe Called Culture. We in here. All right, man. So before we get off this subject,
yes, sir.
What is your top 3 rap podcasts that you tune into or care to hear their insight?
I listen to In the Conversation. It's not just rap. They talk about the culture as a whole. They review like TV shows and all that stuff. But it's a guy. I want to interview him. We're working on that. And then the other guy is a comedian. It's Ali Muhammad and Damian Lemon. Two black guys. They do it virtually.
He a comedian, right? Damian
Yeah,
Lemon?
got that perfect hairline. Yeah, I listen to theirs. What other rap or just music podcast?
I mean, like your $1 million worth of game.
I don't listen to them.
Okay.
No offense to them. They got enough listeners. They don't need me.
Okay.
I listen to Brilliant Idiots, which is not technically a hip hop podcast. It's Charlamagne God and you know about it?
Yeah, I'm
and Andrew Schultz. I do enjoy theirs.
Shout out to Brilliant Idiot. What about a Joe Budden podcast?
I watch him in clips because when he do that yelling and belittling his co-host, I don't really care for that. Yeah. Like if it's yes, I know it's his platform because the other guys are new. I enjoyed Joe Budden's podcast when it was Rory and Maul on there. Mm-hmm. And then when Rory and Maul did their spinoff, it was good, but I think those three, maybe because that's how I listened to it in the beginning, that balance of Joe being extra as fuck and Rory and Maul kind of being on some chill shit was a good balance. So I just don't care for how Joe talks to his co-hosts, but I don't think it's a bad podcast. So I listen to it in bites.
So is Drink Champ still?
After Nori got a little too sloppy drunk.
They still move the needle or they kind of fade?
In my opinion, I think they might be on the grand scheme, not on our level, but on their level, I think they kind of dipped a little bit. Only because, at least for me as a consumer, it was a little too. And everybody knows I'm a big drinker. When the alcoholic in the room don't want to hear you be sloppy drunk and slurring, you probably need to.
He did start getting with some.
Yeah. I like, bruh. Somebody like.
But I get it. That's the whole gimmick of the show. Also, but
But it's hard to watch because
like the editor's supposed to.
They like, hey, slurring, right? Let me cut that part off. Let's wrap this up so he don't embarrass himself.
Who else am I not mentioning, man? I feel like it's more.
What about
You said you don't rock with $1 million worth.
I don't hate it. I watched the Chris Brown episode.
My expert opinion of Mav Hoffa now. You ain't never
that would be in a barbershop.
Yeah,
I know of it, but I haven't watched it yet. Is it good?
I catch the clips.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say I've probably seen 2, maybe 4 episodes, but I catch clips. I guess you can call
Uncle Ocho ain't really. That's a sport podcast. Nah. I like the pivot, but that's not really a. That's
Vlad.
A sport.
Is Vlad?
It's not a. He used to come out. He used to release it on like all the. Excuse me, the podcast platform, but he don't do it no more. Now it's just straight.
It's just straight YouTube.
It's on YouTube. So. I think he did that for money reasons. So
okay,
would you consider that a hip hop podcast or platform?
I mean.
Well, I guess it is, but I mean...
I consume it the same way I'll...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll catch all of them, clips on YouTube for the most part. That's how I'm aware of all of them.
Yeah.
I don't really just sit down and what... Not that nothing against them, but, we be moving to heaven. I do it on the podcast right now, bro. Yes. And I rap. So I don't always have time to sit down and watch it full, but I do catch them sometime, man, and... Shit, if I say a name of top 3, you gave me 3 that wasn't really rap podcast, I ain't mad at that.
Well, okay, I'll say, well, like I said,
Rap Radar with Elliot Wilson and them.
I ain't never listened to Rap Radar.
Okay.
That sounds terrible. As much as I love hip hop, I don't really listen to hip. I like to have a variety.
I feel you. Ain't nothing wrong with
Only for my consumption, because I'm listening to so much music. I probably don't really need to. Again, I do listen to them, but not from front to back. I do it in bites.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
Right,
Goddamn,
let's see what else we got, man. Okay, what's your thoughts on? All right, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on having opening acts that got a different fan base versus having an opening act that's got similar.
I think that's brilliant. I think that's fucking. So it can't be too left field. You can't have like a mosh pit rapper. Then say it's a male mosh pit rapper, you probably shouldn't have him open for a female artist, a female rapper that's more girly, like an Ice Spice, because that's like too left field. It shouldn't be the exact same lane, but I think it. I ain't trying to be funny. The average person who listens to what's the guy that had like the messed up tooth,
Danny Brown.
Yeah, his fans probably would not connect with Ice Spice fans. You see what I'm saying? It can't be too left field. But I do think it's brilliant to.
So it got to somewhat make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you say?
As a concert goer, as the consumer,
as a fan,
would prefer that it's a similar style of genre than as the main artist that I came to see. But like I say, being as an artist myself, I'm not mad at the big artists that you came to see giving platforms to other people that might not have access to their fans.
Because there was a moment they weren't a big artist.
Yeah, so I'm not mad at them doing that, but it is weird sometimes. Like I heard recently about Nicki Minaj's tour that she currently on. She taking Monica. That just seemed like
that's not even the same era.
No, not the same era. Don't seem like the same fans at all. So it's like an odd pairing. Like I can see that it possibly can be beneficial, but it seems just like a thrown together.
Yeah, I don't see Anaconda fans jamming to, you know what I mean, just one of them days. I mean, they would, because I do. Well, I don't really like Anaconda, but I think Monica, especially the age range, isn't it?
Okay, and what was even, I ain't gonna say even more odd, but equally as odd. Yeah. I seen for the Roots picnic that they booked Sexy Red. For the Roots.
That had to be fake.
No, man.
That was dead serious.
No,
the
man.
Roots picnic.
Questlove. He
Most
was asking him about it, and he was like defending the decision.
Pharoah Monch.
Yes, sir, man.
Sexy Red. One of these things is not.
Sexy Red for her baby daddy.
Oh, hell no. No, sir.
Yeah.
You play it.
No, man.
I'm going to Google that after we get out.
Tribe Called Culture, man.
Yeah,
listen,
that's what I meant. You don't have Ice Spice and Danny Brown.
What part of the culture is... Yeah, I mean,
they confused.
I'm not mad at it, man. Shout out to Sexy Red. That's a big booking, like we just said. That opens her up to potentially a bigger or different
because she's not
audience.
a superstar. She's a budding artist. Yeah,
but I just feel like most of the people that buy your ticket to that festival,
it's not gonna.
You're not coming there to see them type of artists, bro. It's just saying like, who the hell? Bruh, she got to be somebody's niece or something that's putting this shit together. Like, what the hell?
Doesn't even go together. He's Sexy Red and the Roots
Sexy
picnic.
Red at the Roots
So
picnic.
Jill
Get
Scott
your tickets now.
and Pharoah Monch,
Jill Scott,
Mos
Music
Def,
Soul Child, all them type of acts.
Sexy Red.
And then Sexy Red come out there.
That ain't it, bro.
Hands on your knees.
That ain't
Hands on your knees. Hey, man, shout out to Sexy Red. Shout out to Roots Picnic. Okay. Last question for this, man. Last question for our episode 1.
We're gonna wrap it on up.
And we're gonna wrap it on up.
Yes, sir.
I seen that my man JID. You familiar with JID?
Yeah, Dreamville.
All right, so Dreamville.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to Dreamville.
I went to Dreamville a couple years ago.
You did tell me.
Bro, it was tough, boy.
I've been to a J. Cole concert, but I went to the Forest Hill Drive tour.
That was a tough one.
I've always wanted to go to Dreamville. So tell us about. Hold on, let's pause and hear about your Dreamville experience.
Man, Ben was so cold. Man, me and little bro. He's not little. He's just younger than me. I know him since I was like 13. Bro, we drove up there probably 3-hour drive. Man, we drove up there
to Raleigh or something, man.
In Fayetteville.
Fayetteville, okay.
Wait, was it in Raleigh? No, it's in Fayetteville. It's in this big ass. I ain't gonna say big, but it's a rather big, like I guess what they would call like a field or whatever, but it's like I would say like a
fairgrounds.
There you go, thank you, fairground. Yeah. I'm stumbling all over the thing. Yeah, old fairground. Man, and we went out there and then they had the first couple people open up. Some of the artists, like the newer artists at the time were had just signed to Dreamville. I used to call him Jid. I didn't know it was J at the time.
They call him this. I heard Cole call him that before too.
So I thought we were tripping. Okay. So yeah, he was one of the early openers. Big Sean performed. Nelly performed. Tana Taylor killed that bitch. I got pictures I'll show you later. Tana Taylor killed that shit. They were she did that song. I'm one of the ones. What's up? Yeah, she had her hold the top joint on. She would kill that shit. Who else is there?
Tiana.
Yeah, of course. Cole brought out 21 Savage. Who else did he bring out? He brought out somebody else.
Oh God.
Yeah. You stupid. Yeah. One of these episodes we're gonna talk about 21 Savage. My thoughts on him. But no, that shit was tough, dog. Like it just was such a great experience, dog.
I gotta go to this shit. We gonna go to this shit, man.
That's what I say. We can do this our 1 year anniversary. Yeah, and do the show. Yeah.
Hey, we going to Dream. We bring this shit into the universe right now. We're going to Dreamville.
I drive, I get the truck on.
Culture, man. We're going crazy.
I'm telling you. But dog, so who else was there? It was just so dope to have, like they had opposing stages, but not competing, just they would alternate. So it'd be a performance on this stage, then that'll go off, and they had like an itinerary. Then you go over to this side, and this is when Dreamville was just 1 day. Now it's like 3 days.
Yeah,
but this is
So you was early on.
Yeah, but now the shit done went up in price. But that'd be about $500 for like not literally, but about $300-400 general admission.
Well,
Yeah.
all right. Before
Oh,
I'm
I'm sorry,
gonna get back to my dig
Yeah.
question, but before we get completely off of
Yes,
Dream,
sir.
what you think about Earth Gang? You like them?
I don't really know who all. I know it's Tyler the Creator's camp, but I don't really.
Nah. Them
That's
two
not Tyler
guys that's signed to the Dreamville. They like
I
from
haven't heard
Atlanta,
of
but they do like. It remind me of like we were saying the Arrested Development type shit. How they it's like modern day version. That
You like
type
them?
Shit. I like them, bro. You need to check them out.
I'm gonna check them
we
out.
might, since we supposed to pick like a sleeper or a favorite
Oh,
song.
wow. You pick it for this
I might
episode
throw you one of them.
because I'm late.
I might throw you one of them,
All
bro.
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna put. Hey, we gonna
All right,
remind
I
me
got
to do
you for
that
next week's
before we.
episode.
Remind me to do that before we wrap this up.
All right,
All right, but the question was,
my bad. I'm sorry.
dude, G is a super lyrical guy,
Hmm?
and he known for that. But he was quoted in the interview like, even though he's super lyrical and known for that, he don't. That ain't really the type of music he enjoy listening to in his leisure. He enjoy like, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe he wants a break from that lyrical spiritual miracle. Now, I mean, I know it's the cliche phrase. He may just like when I go to the gym. I don't really listen to. I'm not turning on J. Cole and Nas, and I mean, Meek Mill is lyrical. I'm not saying he's not.
Oh no! All I need is one mic, bro. While you over there doing that motherfucker, all I need is one mic.
One rep.
Nah, I feel that though.
You know what I mean? I need the energy of the beat, and I need the energy of Meek Mill. That's how I just want to in the middle.
one mic.
Hell nah. But I mean, as bad as it sounds, and I mean no disrespect to those individuals, I'm not listening to Nas in the gym. That's what I listen to riding around. 'Cause we spend most of our time listening and consuming music in the car.
It's a setting for all.
Yeah, so I have a whole cruising playlist. But when I go to the gym, I don't listen to Nas. I do love Nas. I like Cole. I'm lying. There's one off of the off season. There's like one or two I did when it first came out. They were on my gym playlist. The one with Cam, Come On.
Yeah.
They got a little, you know what I mean? So that was on there. I ain't gonna say
this shit at the beginning.
I like that little, you know what I mean, that motivation. But typically, Cole is not on my workout.
Nah, you normally got vibey music, like you said, you riding or you just vibing at home type shit.
It's
like I said, it's a setting for every different type of.
Yeah, so
but that surprised me though, because you never know. I mean, it seemed like some lyrical rappers that I'm sure you probably interviewed that they think anything not lyrical is trash as hell.
You lyrical? What would you say? What do you listen to?
It depends on who you ask if I'm lyrical. I feel like I can be lyrical, but I'm not always like trying to come off as lyrical on every song. I just do what I feel is necessary for
Okay. I'll say the collective of your bodies of work are more, they lean more lyrical than a bunch, not that non-lyrical is bullshit, but in my opinion, a bunch of bullshit.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
That's what I'm saying. So what do you listen to?
Both. Like I said, like you were saying, it's a setting where I want to hear niggas getting the bars off over boom bap beats or over just vibey beats, like, and then it's a setting where I don't want to hear all that. I want to hear some ignorant shit.
Yes.
And I want to turn up. So I can appreciate both.
Yeah,
so I ain't mad at him for saying that. You know what I mean? Okay. So that wraps up all the questions in our
yes, sir.
What was the topic? What was the shit called? Hot Topics in Hip Hop. That wraps up the Hot Topics in Hip Hop in episode 1.
Absolutely.
So before we wrap this up completely, man.
We got to do the spotlight on the artist. You the first one.
Oh,
and then we'll do the sleeper.
Okay. Well, shit.
You gotta shut yourself
We're gonna do an indie spotlight, man, on every episode, man. We're gonna shine our light on some indie artists riding the way.
Absolutely.
Indie art. They ain't even got to be riding the way.
Wherever.
Just some indie artists that ain't major. That's, you know what I'm saying, not mainstream. And my boy say the first artist gonna be
absolutely. We gonna debut
me myself. So shit, I go by the name Cartier Camo. You might have done seen my interview on Sign Language Production.
Absolutely.
But if you haven't, go check that out. But yeah, I go by the name Cartier Camo. I got a lot of projects out, man. Various projects.
Name a couple of them. So we
the most recent one is Influential. And the one before that is Supreme. So if you're not familiar with me, if you never heard of it, go check out Influential Supreme. It's a lot of cool vibes on it. Like you was just saying, like, I feel like most of my music is like more so riding playlists or vibing.
Put something in there,
you know what I'm saying?
Even if you don't put something in there.
I do have some vibes for other settings also. I try to like give them different flavors on every project. The projects ain't too long, so it ain't gonna take up too much of your time, you know what I'm saying? I like to give them a little bit at a time.
Absolutely.
And, you know what I mean? But yeah, go check out Cartier Camo, Influential album, Supreme album. Get in the comments, tell me what song you rock with, man, and follow me on everything at Cartier Camo. I got new projects on the way, new content on the way, and you know
Absolutely.
we're going crazy 2024.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So, you still want to do a sleeper, or do you want to save that?
Nah, we got to do a sleeper on
There it
every
is.
episode.
What you
We're going
got?
to have a sleeper song. And since he ain't never heard of Earth Gang,
I've heard
Alright.
of them. I just don't know the song.
okay. Since he's not familiar with their music, per se, Earth Gang got a song on the last Dreamville compilation joint, if I'm not.
I do. Okay, so I have
Return
heard of Revenge of the Dreamers.
Revenge of the Dreamers.
See, I felt with Dreamers
Okay,
now.
yeah, I was saying
You know what I'm
Return.
saying?
You right. Revenge of the Dreamers.
They're on the
My boy.
third one now, ain't
They got a song on there. I made sacrifices. If you never heard Sacrifices, man, it's Earth Gang. It's my boy Smino.
Okay.
It's J. Cole.
Of course.
Super dope song, man. Where they talking some good shit on there. If you ain't never heard, if you watching this, you're not familiar. That's the sleeper of episode 1.
Episode 1 sleeper.
Dreamville, Sacrifices. Go check that out, Earth Gang.
All right, man.
Yeah, man.
So, we're going to have to figure out how to close this motherfucker out.
Well, shit, man.
You want me to start it? Oh, you want to go?
Well, I was just finna tell them subscribe to the tribe.
yes, please do. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, subscribe to the tribe, please. What you waiting on? You should already undid it. We
Should've been
there,
did
man.
that.
Subscribe to the tribe, man.
Click it
You
2
go by
times.
the name Skillet. I go by the name Cam. This episode 1 of A Tribe Called Culture.
I got the
We just
power.
curated
Have
cultural
so much money,
conversation
money
for you to,
count.
you know what
I
I'm
just
saying?
served a nigga quarter
And
pound
that's
of
what we
feed
do.
by the bed and they don't
So
really
we'll see you
matter.
back again for
I got
episode
to
2.
pay like Green Bay
Peace.
Packers. I got to say it like a linebacker.